Hey, it's your dreamin, don't give it up, slowly becoming an ancient weeb, Savi. With anime becoming more and more mainstream, dubs are becoming more common than ever. Most, but not all, are solid dubs. It is genuinely hard to come across a truly bad dub nowadays. Dubbing isn't easy. Anime is created with Japanese dialogue in mind, so the mouth movements of the characters reflect that. So when studios dub, sometimes creative liberty is needed to match the mouth of the characters a lot better. As a quick example, let's use Goku Black's introduction in Dragon Ball Super. Here's the Japanese dialogue. Here's the English dialogue.
It's about time, Saiyan. You've been running around making messes for too long, and now I'm going to choke the life from you. I can't wait to watch you die.
In English, Goku Black is voiced by the man, the GOAT, Sean Schemmel, and voiced by a woman in Japanese, the legendary Masako Nozawa, so the presentation will be a lot different. Right off the bat, you can tell the English dub has a lot more dialogue. It's the same thing, but a lot more aggressive than the Japanese version, which is straight to the point. Personally, I prefer the Japanese version here. Now, the reason I bring this up isn't sub versus dub, but to show that both are good, just different approaches to the same character. I actually enjoy both sub and dub. What I really want to talk about is that old era of dubbing. You know, the early 2000s type of dubbing. The weird voice decisions for characters, the odd censorship, the corny dialogue.
What I miss is 4Kids TV.
Hurry, it's spreading!
Squirtle, Squirtle.
Bulbasaur!
Pikachu! This is the 20th case of Pokemon fever this week.
It's unstoppable!
Coughing.
Come on, Doc. Evolve me!
Okay, everybody, clear!
Alright, what the is the 4Kids? 4Kids Entertainment were early adopters and dubbing of Japanese anime for English-speaking audiences. They managed to get iconic shows, at the time being some of the biggest animes, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Surprisingly, a good portion of early One Piece too. 4Kids was not the only one doing this. Another was DiC Entertainment, famously known for their Sailor Moon dub. The biggest takeaway is 4Kids specialized in the acquisition, production, and licensing of children's entertainment. 4Kids Entertainment's goal was to make anime accessible to a young audience by any means necessary, which meant censorship.
One Piece!
And we'll get back to you. Sure, they're dreaming. Got a problem with that? One Piece, only on 4Kids TV.
I'm going to be king of the pirates!
It's not like they were dubbing Fist of the North Star, but a lot of what they attained were already geared towards young boys, shonen anime in particular. So when 4Kids obtained these licenses, they took a lot of creative liberty and what would make sense for a young English-speaking audience. The censorship made sense here and there. You know, smoking is bad, so Sanji had a lollipop instead. Anything that resembled blackface would be censored. Famously, the whole Jinx controversy. Rice balls became jelly donuts.
These donuts are great! Jelly-filled are my favorite! Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Guns became finger guns, water guns, and hammers. Cigars were just edited out, so Smoker always had his mouth open. Mainly more violent shows, so One Piece in particular was censored like crazy. Character stories were altered, multiple episodes would be spliced into single episodes, even arcs were skipped over. Buggy's Crew, Reverse Mountain, Little Garden, and many more. 4Kids went hard in trying to make One Piece more digestible for a younger audience. It wasn't just One Piece though. You know, the iconic Shadow Realm from Yu-Gi-Oh! In this high-stakes children card games, characters would risk it all. If you lose, you'd be banished to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, 4Kids made that bitch up to get around any death or serious injuries that occurred in the original Japanese airing in the manga. 4Kids ran with Yu-Gi-Oh! And were dubbing and airing episodes up until Zexal in 2012. Pokemon, same thing. There were lost or unaired episodes of Pokemon, especially in the very early season. Holiday hijinks, again, Shanks Loki races. Can a Pokemon actually be racist? The Safari episode where the old man pulls out his motherfucking gat and points it at Ash's head. Beauty and the Beach, which was heavily censored since James cross-dresses with massive biddies. If it caused confused boners, too foreign, too violent, low-key a little racist, 4Kids censored the out of it.
We'll win together, or together we'll fall.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Coming up next here on Kids WB.
The whole reason I wanted to do this videos has been the recent memification of Zoro from the 4Kids dub. Check it out.
Goofy, it's good to see you, buddy.
Doing it!
That voice actor put his goddamn all in that one fucking line. For whatever reason, 4Kids just went out of pocket with a lot of their dubbing choices. Side characters, main characters were given such unique voices, mainly in this tough guy I'm walking here in New York or whatever accent, the most iconic being Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Nice! Now Kaiba can use his magic cards again! Yeah, nice! Now beat that last monster and it's over!
It doesn't ruin any of the shows by any means, it actually allows the shows to stand out. Dan Green as the Pharaoh is a masterclass in voice acting.
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
Like, goddamn, talk about a good take. I mentioned this in my Kirby video, which you should check out, but Kirby, right back at ya. King Dedede talks like this Boston dumb guy. Like, just take a listen.
I ain't never owned a book with the author's own handwriting scribbled down inside it.
I think the One Piece dub got the weirdest choices compared to any show. Here are some examples. This scene in One Piece is so funny to me. Chaser says this.
Oh, this place has a dress code. No shirt, then no service.
Sometimes the Japanese dialogue does not translate well in English and comes off cringy, but man, 4Kids wrote some cringy shit here. Same scene, Tracy says,
So, you gonna dance for us?
Since Robin has a cowboy getup during this arc, the big brain move was to give her a southern accent to match that look. Don't get me wrong, it kinda worked, but it's weird.
Oh yes, our Mr. 8, bye-bye. Don't get your feathers ruffled, birdie boy. It was just business. Nothing more, nothing less.
Sanji got the most out-of-pocket voice here. I mean, it worked for Joey, but not here.
When did Luffy start having complete thoughts such as this?
Sanji just sounds like he doesn't belong in this show. Most of the cast sounds fine. Sanji though, it stands out so much compared to everyone else. It really embodies that I'm walking here stereotype voice.
Hey, lover girl who treats me like dirt. Hey, gorgeous, you remember me, right? Any chance you're free Friday?
Now, one of the best things to come out of this dub is the One Piece rap. Look, say what you want about the dubbing, but the rap is goated.
Mariah and a L-A-D-Y, Nami's not shy. Usopp's doing that marksman thing. Sanji's cooking, Chopper's doctoring.
What a fucking bar.
Sonic X will be back in a flash.
There are so many more weird dubbing choices, censorship, controversies that I didn't bring up. 4Kids dubbed way more shows. Ultimate Muscle, Sonic X, Tokyo Mew Mew, Dinosaur King, Shaman King, but the ones I brought up are the ones that have stuck with me for a long time. I don't think the anime community will ever experience something like 4Kids again. Anime is way more mainstream nowadays. 4Kids tried their hardest to localize animes for that era. It worked and failed in many ways. Localization is something that still happens in modern anime and a whole different discussion. As for 4Kids' era of dubbing and heavy censorship, that's an era long gone. I will for sure miss it. What are some of your favorite 4Kids shows? I was a ride or die for Pokemon. Misty was and will always be my first anime crush. Do you like 4Kids dub choices? How do you feel about the censorship? Let me know in the comment section below. This is Savi, and this has been The Vibes. Peace.